How may I help you?
I want to open a staking account.
The chairman awaits you.
Welcome to GSB. Here are your staking options. Are you ready for staking? Now you are ready.
All right. Hello, everybody. Hey, this is Daniel Higgins coming to you live. Welcome to this episode of Daniel's Den. Listen, everybody in the sound of my voice, thank you for joining today, tonight, this afternoon. Just depends on where you're at in this awesome world we live in. Listen, we have some great amazing content for you from the late, great Dr. Myles Munroe. And it is short, it is sweet, it is powerful, and it'll be definitely impactful for whoever sees this live or on replay. We're live on Facebook, we're live on Twitter, we are live on YouTube right now streaming. So thank you for taking a few minutes out your day to hang out with us, or tonight, this morning, this afternoon. It just depends on where you're at in this awesome world we live in, right? So let's jump into what every meeting we have starts with. Everything starts with the dream. Everything starts with the dream. So I don't know what that dream is that you have, but the dreamers are going to identify with this message immediately. The dreamers are going to connect with this. It's going to pierce inside of them. It's going to become part of them. It's going to be etched inside of their hearts. It's going to pierce into their minds. I mean, the dreamers are people who want something that their normal day-to-day is not going to do. They're seeking information because they have that dream within them. They're passionate about something and they're looking for an avenue to get there. And if they're pursuing it right now, they're looking for information to help them stay motivated and move forward, right? So if you're that person that's pursuing time freedom, you're that person that wants to do more for your church, your organizations that you're connected with, if you're looking to empower your family, spend more time with your family, have complete time freedom, if you're that dreamer, this is for you. Everybody else can exit stage left. And I do mean that in the best way possible. Everything is not for everyone. So now with that in mind, listen, this is going to be a bit of a sermon between myself and Mr. or Dr. Myles Munroe. There's going to be some words spoken. So if you're uncomfortable with that type of content, spiritual content, empowering content, inspiring content, then once again, everything is not for everyone. But I will tell you one thing, this information and inspiration can help empower anyone, no matter what your focus is, or no matter what your ethnicity, no matter what your background in any area, spiritual background or anything like that, right? So with further ado, I'm going to jump into this audio. It is short, but it is powerful, and we will dig into this a little bit more, and I will tie this into what's happening in current events right now with our gold standard partners family, especially our chairman of the board. Oh my goodness. All right, let me get this pulled up for everybody.
You know, I used to wonder why God identified himself with only two animals, the lion and the eagle. Last year I spoke on the lion, you remember that? But the eagle is a strange bird. The eagle is the only bird in the bird kingdom who watches for storms. It's incredible. Every other bird scatters when a storm is coming. The eagle is the only bird that flies toward the storm. God says, I will bear you up like an eagle. Why do eagles fly into storms? Because the eagles have a little bone in their wing. Small little extra bone. It's called the pinion. The pinion, the eagle only uses it when it wants to rest. So the eagle looks at the storm and he says, it's time to rest. He flies toward the storm, into the storm, and he locks his wings.
Oh, come on.
And the wind of the storm lifts him high above the storm. And he uses the storm to rest. The day has arrived.
We're going to play that back one more time.
I used to wonder why God identified himself with only two animals, the lion and the eagle. Last year I spoke on the lion, you remember that? But the eagle is a strange bird. The eagle is the only bird in the bird kingdom who watches for storms. It's incredible. Every other bird scatters when a storm is coming. The eagle is the only bird that flies toward the storm. God says, I will bear you up like an eagle.
Man, that content is so powerful, short and powerful and to the point. So, as Dr. Myles Munroe mentioned, the eagle is searching for the storm. He's going to search and seek out that opposition. He's going to leverage the storm and use his opinion to rest. And I don't know what you might be facing today, tonight, this afternoon, just depending on where you're at. But there's so many different storms going on right now. I mean, I know a lot of people might be challenged with even traveling and limitations on traveling, or even health challenges, right? There's so many different storms. People may come against you. They might come against your dream. They might come against what you speak. They might come against what you stand for. There's so many different storms, right? Now, I got to tell the story about a gentleman in the Bible, in the Word of God, and Joseph had a dream. Okay, Joseph in the Bible had a dream, right? Unfortunately, the people who brought the storm to him was his family, right? He told his family, he told his brothers about his dream, and his brothers brought a storm to him. They brought a storm to him, helped fake his death, helped sell him into slavery. That sounds like a pretty aggressive storm, right? Now, all those things worked together for Joseph's benefit. That storm that was meant to harm, Joseph was able to weather that storm. Not even just weather, just like this illustration shows, he rose higher than those obstacles, higher than that storm. He rose above that to the point where he was the second in command in the whole country. He rose higher because he was truly an eagle. He tapped into that potential that God had already put inside of him, that dream that he had inside of him. He was able to manifest it through the storm. I'm telling you, use that storm to rest. Oh my goodness, this is an amazing inspirational word from Dr. Myles Munroe. Now, also, too, in addition to this, I'm going to correlate this and tie this in with what's going on with current events, because there's different types of storms. There's different things that will come against you, especially when you have a dream and a passion that you're moving forward in, right? It just so happens that our chairman of the board, the person you just heard and saw just a little while ago, his name is Joseph also, right? Now, this gentleman is a successful billionaire. He's our chairman. He's the chairman of the board for Gold Standard Partners, right? Now, why am I bringing him up when I'm talking about storms, right? Because most people don't think a billionaire would have any storms, right? Most people think a billionaire won't have any opposition, right? That's not accurate, okay? You need to renew your mind about that, right? So I'll leave that there for you to deal with, right? But his recent challenge, his recent storm was that, and I'll take one step back. I'm going to take one step back. My amazing business partner and sponsor, Mr. Michael Delco, that handsome gentleman right there to my side, he reached out to Mr. Joseph Haidt and said, hey, listen, we see an opportunity here. We see something that we could do to impact people and help people all over the world. And Joseph Haidt said yes to my sponsor, encouraging him to create what is now GS Partners. Okay. Joseph Haidt is a very successful billionaire, right? He was already on a successful path by himself. Okay. Now, when I say by himself, obviously every successful person has a team within them or around them or supporting them, right? Now, he was already successful. Now, in moving towards this dream, in moving towards this passion, in moving towards launching this amazing gold standard partners, people started to defame him. People started to try and degrade him and throw his credibility under the bus, right? He never had a direct website with his name on it. But guess what? Somebody who was degrading him, belittling him, and coming against him, similar to those brothers in the Bible, right? Trying to throw him into slavery, right? That person created a domain and was discrediting him. Now, the storm for Mr. Joseph Haidt was some legal battles. He took them to court. And guess who won? He won, right? Now, as a result of that legal battle, the website that the person was using, that storm that they were bringing, they were using it to try and defame him. He got that website because of the legal battle, because of him winning that legal battle. I told you guys, there's different storms. And this is just a glimpse of the website. So I definitely encourage you to check it out. And let me go ahead and move this out of the way. It's josephhaidt.com. He's already been a successful entrepreneur. He's moving and doing things to put you in position to benefit from the relationships and the leverage and the organizational skills and business savvy that he has already been walking in. We're tapping into and using blockchain technology like no other company on the world or in the world or in this planet. There's an opportunity here. I was reading an amazing book by Steven Seabold, and he talked about the best and the fastest way to create wealth is to find a problem, find a huge problem, and provide the solution to that problem. When you find out the solutions that Joseph Haidt, this successful billionaire, is bringing to the table, the global solutions he's bringing, you'll understand that there's an opportunity for you. Once again, this is for the dreamers. This is for the people looking to improve their quality of life, looking towards financial freedom, debt freedom, paying off their house, paying off their mortgage, living the life that you actually deserve, that God has actually designed for you from the foundation of the world. If that's you, this is for you, okay? Because this conversation wasn't something that I created. It wasn't something that I thought up. This was dropped into my mind and into my heart. This is not scripted. This is something that was dropped in and given to me. So it's for someone. This amazing leader right here, Mr. Joseph Haidt, has been featured on several articles in Yahoo Finance. This is the most recent article. There's about 4 articles on Yahoo Finance about Mr. Joseph Haidt. This is an opportunity like no other because this has never been done before. It's never been done before. No one has blended and used blockchain technology like we're doing. Yes, there's other blockchains out there. And if you're not familiar with blockchain, definitely Google it, look it up. But what's really amazing about the blockchain is all the solutions it can provide for normal people like you and me. Let me give you an example of one of the great solutions. Mr. John Johnson is a real estate professional of over 20 years. He is excited about one of our global solutions that's going to help and is helping right now, this moment, right now, help the normal person like you and me acquire real estate, commercial real estate in Dubai right now by clicking a button. No debt real estate, no debt at all. This world is so connected to debt that me saying no debt real estate makes you feel uncomfortable because you're used to having debt connected to real estate. I'm going to dial it down because I realize I'm probably yelling a little bit. But listen, use that storm. There's different storms. There's different opportunities on this planet, but there's nothing like GS Partners because we're solving some things that have never been solved before. We're bringing solutions to things that have never had this type of solution. We're applying it and using it in a way that every person, a normal person like you and me, an average person like you and me, can be at the seat of the table with a billionaire tapping into a building that he already acquired. He took money out of his businesses and acquired a building and is letting us participate in acquiring real estate over the blockchain by clicking buttons and submitting a small amount of money. That's the benefit. That's some of the benefits of being connected to a billionaire and being tapped into GS Partners. We're doing things that have never been done before. And the people who are trying to discredit him literally just helped him create an amazing website. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm telling you, nothing can stop a person with a dream, especially when there is honorable support behind him, when there are leadership around him, supporting him, especially leaders like how we have. Our council from Gold Standard Partners are exceptional millionaires that are looking to empower people and help people. You know, there's actually a system that everybody's participating in that you didn't have any choice in participating in. And it's a debt-based system. It's a Federal Reserve system. You didn't have a choice. You didn't get a vote. You were forced into it. And most people don't even know what it's doing to them day to day, week to week, year to year. And then here we are. We share with you an opportunity. And you get a choice. You get to participate here in something that's designed to create financial freedom, debt freedom, and empower you to rise above any storm that's facing you right now. So let me go ahead. Let me slow myself down and let me see, close this out with this awesome video and have you just meditate on what Mr. Dr. Myles Munroe just really drove home. There's going to be different types of storms. Josephi has flown into it. And one of the results is this awesome website that's just displaying him in a credible light and not discrediting him. People are going to come against you. People are coming against anybody with the dream. If you've read any success story, even we just talked about Joseph in the Bible, he had a dream. His success was challenged by his brothers trying to sell him into slavery, or actually selling him into slavery, selling him out, pretending he was dead. And then end game, he embraces his brothers and all the things that he acquired over the years, all the positive relationships he acquired, all of the wealth that he acquired. He brought them in on all of that. even in the midst of them trying to discredit him and sell him out. So thank you, everybody, for being here today, tonight, this afternoon. Let's go ahead. I'm going to play this one more time as long as my technology will allow. Use your storm. Use your storm. Use your storm to rest.
You know, I used to wonder why God identified himself with only two animals, the lion and the eagle. Last year I spoke on the lion, you remember that? But the eagle is a strange bird. The eagle is the only bird in the bird kingdom who watches for storms. It's incredible. Every other bird scatters when a storm is coming. The eagle is the only bird that flies toward the storm. God says, I will bear you up like an eagle. Why do eagles fly into storms? Because the eagles have a little bone in their wing. Small little extra bone. It's called the pinion. The pinion, the eagle only uses it when it wants to rest. So the eagle looks at the storm and he says, it's time to rest. He flies toward the storm, into the storm, and he locks his wings.
Oh, come on.
And the wind of the storm lifts him high above the storm. And he uses the storm to rest. The day has arrived.